Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Mindhunter. Now, Mindhunter, going into this show, I had no idea what it was about. From the outside, I assumed it looked like a detective show. I assumed it was about a detective chasing criminals, chasing criminal minds. Yeah, it was a really wasn't shown much going into the show, which I'm very grateful for, because I did not expect it to be what it actually turned out to be. Mindhunter is what you would call a psychological crime drama. It's basically set in a time before profiling was a thing for the FBI. This is before the term serial killer is coined. Before psychological profiling is the norm when tracking down criminals or trying to prevent serious crimes, so to speak. It's directed by David Fincher. You would know him from the Social Network director. A very good director. I've been a fan of his work. With Mindhunter, I have to say, it is one of the best shows for character development. The main character, Holden, played brilliantly by the actor Jonathan Groff. Holden Ford is basically a young FBI hostage negotiator who also teaches practices of for the FBI. Teaches the importance of negotiating, and he's sort of like teaching people across FBI schools practices for law enforcement, so to speak. He's then joined by Bill Tench, played by Holt Mulcahy, and Wendy Carr, who sort of acts as their boss, played by Anna Torv. It's very, it's a very good show. If you're a fan of psychological thrillers, you'll definitely be a fan of this. It's one of those shows that really does character progressment really well. The one thing I did not know was the criminals that they actually interviewed were actually real people. I thought they were sort of like fictional characters dotted in between the Chris Charles Manson and so to speak. But later I learned that people like Edmund Kemper, Richard Speck were actually real criminals, and I have to say, kudos to the creators behind Mindhunter. They have the Holden Ford and Bill Tench solving fictional crimes for local police informants based on the information they have gotten from real criminals from the prison interviews. This is a very good show. You follow Holden Ford throughout it. He's like the main guy. You sort of see at the beginning of the show he's like this young, naive character. He's basically he's very new to the world. He's experiencing all these things, going through the motions. A very naive rookie kind of guy. And then as you slowly watch him, you slowly see how these interviews that he's having with these variety of criminals are slowly changing his personality, slowly warping his optimism of the world. And yeah, it's a very interesting psychological drama, one that was executed really well. I'm a big fan of it. I cannot wait to see what it goes down for the season 2. I know that I believe there has been a season 2 confirmed for Mindhunter. It's going to be very interesting where they go, where they take it from here. Jonathan Groff and especially the guy that plays Edmund Kemper, honestly deserve the awards for their performances, because it's a really great performance from the guy that plays Edmund Kemper. But yeah, Mindhunter was a very good psychological drama. And please let me know what you thought of it. If you're going to check it out, I recommend that you do. Let me know if you've seen it, what you thought of it, where you think season 2 will go from. I think in season 2 it's going to be more of them confirming their practices with in terms of how they approach prevention from an early age. The term serial killer will become a popular term, I'm sure, and that will sort of like you'll sort of see the modern the modern teaching, so to speak, on serial killers, criminals, criminality. You'll start to see that sort of come through through Holden, I believe, and yeah, hopefully Holden gets back to his old ways. But it does seem that from the end of season 2, he himself has slowly realised that he's changing and not for the better. He's becoming more like the criminals he's interviewing, losing empathy, a lot of his empathy along the way. He's becoming more paranoid, more. He's becoming almost, you could almost say he's psychologically becoming more cruel, and yeah. So it's going to be very interesting where they take season 2. Do let me know what you guys think of it, and please subscribe and like. Thank you very much.